Hello and welcome, and I'm Raziel, and let's talk about scalping because that's always a fun subject to talk about. And basically, let's talk about this article that dropped yesterday about the special edition, The End and Death Volume 3. Now, let's start because honestly, this needs breaking down and critically looked at. Let's look at the title. The title gives a lot more away than you think. This is meant to be about scalping, but the title doesn't say anything about scalping. It says, The End and Death, Volume 3, Special Edition is returning to sale. Basically, this is just saying, we're reselling the book. This doesn't mention anything about the issue, alright? This has nothing to do with issue. This is a headline to go, hey, look at this, the book is coming back. So that's the first issue. The title doesn't even address the problem. Now let's continue to the first part. Earlier this month, The End and Death, Volume 3, the epic climax to the Siege of Terror series, came to pre-order, and the Emperor finally confronted his traitorous son Horus. As is often the case with marquee releases from Black Library, the regular hardback edition was released alongside a spiffy special edition, sporting a majestic leather effect cover with gold foil lettering and metal details, plus the author Dan Abnett's signature on the title page. With just 2,500 copies available, we expected exceptional demand and set a limit of one per customer on the web store to keep things fair and to give as many fans as possible the chance to complete their collections. Unfortunately, we saw an influx of people trying to purchase multiple copies, some aiming to make a resale profit, and handed tactics worthy of Erebus himself. That last bit needs to be come to. Right. Notice the wording of the second paragraph. Right? That is just a sale. That's just them re-advertising the book. We know what the book is. We know this. This is nothing. They're just re-advertising the book of something we know about. Okay? That doesn't even need to be in it because, again, doesn't address the problem. They aren't even coming up to the problem until far later. Second time, again, with 2,000 copies, etc., etc. Just basically telling something we already know. Exceptional demand. Yes. And they set a one per customer on the web store, which they got around. Okay? Now the next bit. Note the fact this shows so much about how seriously they're taking the scalping situation in just 2 lines. They made a joke. This is a serious thing. This is something that people are really upset about and nothing else. They are really upset about this. Because we are. We don't like this. We want more things done. So, they make a joke about it. That, again, completely baffles me. If you're talking about something seriously in your business and you want to convey to your customers that you're doing something, you'd make sure it's serious. Yes, it's probably less interesting to read, but it's far more important to get it. Not to make light of the situation. This is annoying. This is just wrong for anyone to do. Next bit, underneath the picture. We are committed to only selling one per person. We are committed. That means, okay, I'll read it forward and I'll get back to that anyway. We are committed to only selling one per customer, so we have rejected any orders where the purchaser has tried to get more than one copy. Our tech savants are revealing their methods, but needlessly to say, they are not to be trifled with. This has left us with extra stock, and the books will be going back on sale at 4 o'clock GMT on Wednesday, the 24th of January on Warhammer.com. This store will go live at the same time in all locations. See the graphic below for details. There will be a queue in place once again. Right, we are committed to only... This is basically one of those ways they say, we're trying our best. Okay? We don't know if we can guarantee it, but we're going to give it a go. And then it goes, our tech savants aren't revealing their methods. Well, okay, they're not going to tell us the methods. But once again, it's another joke within this. Our tech savants. All we had to say is that our IT team are, had it a professional. Like, our IT team are doing what they need to do it. But using things like tech savants, again, all it is making light of a serious situation. It's not a good look. This is a poor look for a company to do it this way. And then they literally tell the scalpers when it's back on sale. So these scalpers use bots. So basically, they told everyone when it's back on sale. 4 o'clock. By the way, 4 o'clock. What are most people doing at 4 o'clock? They're at work. They're not at home. They're not going to have a chance to buy the book. Do you know who will be there? who will be ready to buy back. Scalpers, all they have to do is use a different address. All they have to do is use a different name. That's it. And maybe they use that. Maybe they're using IP trackers. But if these scalpers are using VPNs, good luck using an IP tracker on that one. So basically, this is just word salad to try and... This is appeasement, to be honest with you. That's all it is. And it's kind of embarrassing to see this from a company. Honestly, when I saw this, I was like, hey, right, let's read it out and give it a chance and see what it's really saying. And honestly, it's not saying much other than, hey, we're on your side, really, honestly we are, but we're not going to take this seriously. We're going to make a joke of it, and we're going to, not do anything. We're going to advertise it heavily. We're going to put it out at a time when most people in Britain are going to be at work, where the scalpers are going to be, actually at hand, ready to do it. Even hire someone to do it for them. One per customer, 5 different scalpers, 1 scalper, 4 friends. Give them a hefty cut of a profit. Show them how much they can sell it for. Easy. This is so easy to work around that it's not even funny. It really isn't. This is such a work. Oh, look, I'm giving scalpers ideas. Shit. Well, I'm not really, because this is what they do. They use different email addresses, different IPs, VPNs. There is so much a way of working on this. Ready? How to solve this problem? Ready for it? Easy peasy. Lottery, and they have to go in store to buy it. This should be an in-store only product. In-store only, not on the website. Guess what scalpers can't do in store? They can't use bots, I should say. They can't do anything to stop you. They literally have to go in store to go and buy it. And not only that, if, the shopkeeper sees this, they will see it's the same person constantly scalping the same thing. They will know who they are, and they can just say, get out the shop. We don't want your money. We don't want you here. Leave. We're not serving you. There's nothing to stop someone there's nothing to stop a shop serving someone. Alright? Anyway. Basically, Games Workshop aren't taking this seriously. It's disgusting that they won't take this as seriously as they should do. And that's it. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. And I know this looks good. It really isn't. This is not a good look for anyone. Especially GW's marketing and customer service. Like, I read this, I saw a video from Ospec and he's like, oh, they're doing something. They haven't done anything really. All they've done is appeasement. That's all it is. It's appeasement. Tell us what you're doing, right? Basically saying, this is how we're doing it. This is what we're going to be doing from now on. Basic, say things like, we work out the queue system's not working anymore. Limited edition books are going to be in store only. Stop being so hard on pushing it online, because that's where it's easier for them. Scalpers find it harder when the stock's in store. Promote to third-party retailers. Hey, lottery out to third-party retailers saying, look, we're going to give you a book, but you have to sell it in store. Most of these your Games Workshop's rules with third-party retailers is they have to have a brick-and-mortar shop, not online only. They have to have you have to be able to go into their shop and buy something. Triple Helix does this. Element Games does this. All Wayland Games does this. All of them do this. But for some reason, Games Workshop, this needs to be an in-store only product. That will stop the scalping straight away. Okay, it won't stop it. It will heavily help it. Because, do this lottery? Yeah. It's not fair that everyone won't get the chance to buy the book because it's not in their store. Well, that's the way it's going to be. It's better that way. It really is better that way than having it just sell out. It's going to sell out and go back onto eBay within 24. I swear to God, this will sell out within 24 hours, and it will be within minutes, and it will be back on eBay that day with different names, different address, different names, because they can't send them to the same address twice, and there's so much to prevent Games Workshop tracking your ID with cookies. There's browsers that you can use. There's so much they use to stop things like that. That's it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Thank you very much for watching. I have been Raziel, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I didn't. I really didn't enjoy talking about this. I think it's one of the most disgusting things I've seen so far from Games Workshop. It really is. All they have to do is just stock physically in stores. That's all they have to do. Keep the online store for the long-term products, things that aren't, but these limited edition things, should be in stores, because it helps us, customers, it helps everyone, because they have to make the physical effort to do it, not just you have a bot ready to go online. Anyway, link to Wayland Games down below if you wish to save on your Warhammer up to 20%, save free delivery after £20. For Wayland Planet, if you like comics and all that jazz, and my merchandise as well. And I'll see you all again in the next one. Thank you, bye-bye.